So just a general warning, you're about to experience a ginger rant. And I try to keep my mindset, I try to keep balanced, I try to keep level, try to keep an opinion, that's generally positive. I love video games. I think video games are incredible. They're a great world. They're a great experience. They're a great community. We do have our share of problems. I like to call that out when I see it. However, today is complete and utter crap in terms of what PlayStation and what Marvel Avengers is doing. And in all honesty, my initial response is this is bad for the consumer, bad for the game. And honestly, I could give two shits about it. Also, warning, there's going to be some cussing. So, welcome everybody. This is Ginger Prime, aka Brian. And if you're already a returning subscriber here, what's up, Soul Nation? Welcome back. This is not an anti-PlayStation rant. This is not a console war rant, even though some people will take it upon themselves to believe that it is. And to them, I say, thanks for coming by. Yeah, have a good one. When Xbox did this bullcrap, it was wrong. When we start to see like these multiplayer, multi-console games have these stupid exclusives, PlayStation is leaning more into it. And if Microsoft does the same thing, they're wrong and stupid. It's bad. And anybody who's going to go off and defend these type of actions, they're anti-gamer at their core. Maybe they don't believe it. Maybe they don't understand it. Maybe they've got their team and they're rooting for it. And that's all well and good, but they're wrong. So it's been confirmed. Spider-Man, which Sony has the rights to, like legally. Okay, I can understand how this came about. But Marvel, Crystal Dynamics, Square-Enix is building up their Avengers game. And honestly, I've been looking forward to it. Right now, with this news that only PlayStation owners are going to be able to play as Spider-Man on and in this game. Let's set aside just real quick. I'm really looking forward to the Spider-Man game on PS5. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's fine. That's their own studio. They've built it. They've managed it. Sony does have the rights to Spider-Man, but to lock out Spider-Man from a game that's going to every platform is complete and utter cowardice, and it doesn't show any faith in the brand that they have. It does not, to me, tell me they have any faith in this game or in PlayStation 5. Now, I know I'm being overdramatic. I know that this is my raw reaction, but it's effing stupid. This is utter crap. Leave Britney alone. Oh, dear Lord. So, I followed the link. Let's go ahead and pull it up. And they say a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man lends a helping hand to Earth's mightiest heroes in 2021. So, this is a part of a DLC update, which we all are getting Hawkeye. It's great. But Spider-Man, it's like saying, hey, DC, we're doing a thing. Oh, and Xbox, you get Superman. What? That would be complete and utter crap, too. Just mind you. Just know I'm equal opportunity crap laying it out here. Now, most of this is talking about how amazing Spider-Man is, and he's a sensational hero, and blah, 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 blah. Like, it's honestly a really well-written article. You should totally go, check it out. Link is in the description below for you. But let's talk about it. It's never been a better time to be a Spider-Man fan. The team at Crystal Dynamics, along with its partners, are overjoyed that we're going to be a part of this hero's gaming journey. And we can't wait to add Spider-Man to the Marvel Avengers roster in early 2021. As we promised before, he will be available at no additional cost to owners of the base game exclusively on PlayStation. Now, it doesn't say forever. And that could be a positive thing. If this is a timed exclusive, I think that could work, in that regards. However, this is a lockdown. Spider-Man can only appear on Sony boxes. It's so disingenuous and it's so anti-gamer. And it really just drives me up a freaking wall when you have gamers defending this kind of utter nonsense. Utter nonsense. I was sitting here actually thinking about pre-ordering the game for PlayStation 4. It's got the early beta. Like, some of these things that you can do, like, there's nothing wrong with differentiating your, lineup and your platform in unique ways. Early beta coming to PlayStation. The last time we saw something like this kind of also confirms something to me that kind of is disappointing. Crossplay. If we can't play with our friends, no matter what platform, PC, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever the hell, Stadia, voice is cracking. If there is this discrepancy, we saw this in Destiny 2, and it sucked then. It was stupid then. It's these business decisions then. It's Activision then. This really rings so true of this Activision bullcrap. I cussed at the beginning. I've been kind of keeping it under wraps so far. At the end of the day, I got no fault in Spider-Man and Miles Morales being developed by a Sony studio for the PlayStation. Like, that is not what this is about. In the end, I've got no problem with the concept of a timed exclusive. It's not what this is about. Now, when I say I have no problem, let me just kind of clarify that. I don't like them. I think I would love to see that kind of whole system go away. And the reason being is that when, like, Xbox and PlayStation, we'll use those two as the big ones in the room. Those are the ones that have consoles coming out this year. When they're not competing off of locking people behind some kind of stupid artificial wall, they're competing more for our time. And we, the gamer, have more say in that relationship. Don't like paying for Xbox Live Gold, don't like playing for PSN. Maybe there's a deal over here, maybe there's a deal over there. Doesn't matter. That's why I think PC gaming is winning. More and more gamers have gone to PC gaming. More and more, people are playing on PCs. Even people who never thought they would are now. The PCs have just gotten better and better and cheaper and more effective at it. But there's obviously disadvantages there. This sings so true to an old school mindset, an anti-gamer mindset, a PlayStation first mindset. And I'm not going to be political, but it does ring me the wrong way when you sit here and say, hey, we're not going to play with you. It took PlayStation long enough to get and embrace crossplay. And that's kind of where I was like, yeah, PlayStation would be probably a really great place to play this, at least play the beta, things like that. But now, in all honesty, I have lost a lot of interest in Marvel Avengers. That's not to say that I'm not going to play it, because this video is filmed in the moment, and I am very, very upset by it. So, again, this is kind of a reaction to the news. This is, just ginger rant against this anti-gamer mentality and against the argument that exclusives are anti-gamer. And let's be fair. I'm sure if you made it this far, you're either agreeing with me or, I don't know, it's on autoplay. Because I'm sure that anybody that I've already pissed off has left the building. There's an argument to be said that exclusives, we wouldn't have these games like God of War. We wouldn't have these, Ghost of Tsushima. We wouldn't have these great narrative experiences if it was not for the exclusive. Because that's something to drive people to your platform, right? That's where they're making that investment into those games in that style, because they can sell 30% markup on every store item. So you don't have to put DLC into a single player game because you're marking it up. It's a console selling tool. Okay, let's take that, and you're right. Actually, we agree 100%. I think that there still should be a timed exclusive. I still think that's a relationship from just a making money perspective. Imagine like a first party game like Ghost of Tsushima saying, hey, it's been 2 years. Here it is on PC. Go nuts. We're starting to see that within PlayStation, because I think that drives more money into the PlayStation ecosystem, which then hopefully allows them to make even more games like that to help reimburse that cost, especially later in the life of a console, especially now when we're on the verge of the PS5, where the bigger push is going to be trying to get more and more people into that ecosystem. So, yeah, I can concede that point, and I will concede that point. I would hate for that future to come about where we don't get those kind of games from Sony, or maybe eventually Microsoft. Like, they've got a lot of ground to make up, in all honesty. And I hope that they can deliver, because I think that when Microsoft and Sony and Google and Amazon and Nintendo, when they're all at their best and performing their best and competing for our time and our attention, and mainly our dollars, let's be real, gamers win. We win with that moment. We win in that moment, because they're going to be competitive. They're going to try to bring out the best experiences, and they're going to try to do it at a price that we can afford, as opposed to $1,000 consoles or $2,000 or $5,000 PCs, things like that would break your budget, or things like that you have to really work for to be a part of the ecosystem. There's an economy here that we have to consider. But when we come back to the third-party game. The mindset when we did it with Call of Duty, when Xbox did it with Call of Duty, they're wrong. When they did it over there on PlayStation, they're wrong. When they did it with Destiny, they're wrong. These are bad practices, and hopefully gamers will stand up and say, enough, we're done with it. Now, I don't think they will. If the game is good, if Avengers comes out and it blows people's socks off, none of this matters, let's be real, because gamers will go play it. And they'll go play it where, like, in all honesty, if somebody was going to ask me, hey, is Avengers a great game? And if it's a great game, yes. You know what I'm going to end up telling them? If you like Spider-Man, you got to play on PlayStation. And if there is no crossplay, and this kind of makes me feel like this, because sometimes, and this is completely my assumption, sometimes with these decisions, they've had to hold off, on crossplay because, well, you can't play with them because they have these things and you can't get them. Maybe there'll be an exception here, and we'll have to wait and see. So I'll let you guys know if that happens. And hopefully it does, and hopefully it does. And hopefully this is timed. And hopefully if it's timed and we have crossplay and people can play the game, I would honestly still recommend playing the PlayStation for the Avengers because you get Spider-Man, But if it's forever locked behind the PlayStation and the game's just okay, then skip it. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. I'm sure probably, and I apologize if I've offended any of you. My goal isn't to offend. This is just an emotional response from an adult who's really into video games. Let's just be honest. Thanks for listening to my Ginger Rant. Hopefully we'll keep these things to a minimum on the channel. And I hope you're finding something fun to play today and somebody fun to play with. Anyway, love you guys. Love your faces. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day. See you soon. Take care.